welcome to another review from Colour with Claire. Today we're looking at the latest book from Yampuff. This is Flowery Dreams. Now you might recognise her name from her previous colouring books, all in this anime chibi style. And if we flick to the back, you can see there are all of her colouring books that you can get from Amazon and Etsy. And then these are the colour chart books that she did. So these are where you can swatch and chart all of your different colouring supplies. There's also a little swatch chart in the back of this book for you to check your supplies on this paper as well. So front cover, it is an Amazon produced book. So it's printed by Amazon. We all know by now what their book format is and the print quality. So it's got a thin card cover, glossy. Same on the back with a couple of the illustrations from inside on there. There's 26 in total and they're all brand new. They're all single-sided as well, and they all are themed around different flowers: roses, daffodils, sweet lavender, all kinds of different flowers. So let's have a look inside without further ado. So we've got all of the boring info in the front, and check out yampuff.com. so if you want to go and see more of her stuff, go to her website. We've got how to use this book, so it's just advising you, as we all know really, to use some bleed-proof paper behind the page that you're using, if you're using markers or even if you're just using pencils but you don't want to get those dints and dents on the other side of the page. We've then got a book belongs to page full of flowers for you to colour, and the first one is actually the one that I've done. So this is called Flowery Dreams. And you can see that I've coloured this with, well actually I did colour it with markers. I did the majority of it with chameleon markers, the blends that you see on the flowers and on her dress. The legs and the hair and everything else was still done with alcohol markers, but they were the Spectrum Noir markers. So the dress I thought I'd do, as it was quite a large area, I thought I'd do a few nice little blends on it with chameleons, because I've not actually used my chameleons for ages, and I do only have, you know, a small amount of chameleon pens. So I thought I'd keep the colour scheme limited to the purple and blue. And I think it really works. I think for these very simple illustrations, keeping the colour palette limited really lends itself to the finished piece. I did of course go mad with my white gel pen dots, as we all know I love to do. And I actually used this ruler that has a wavy side to do some white gel pen waves on her dress as well. So yeah, I'm really pleased with how that's turned out, and it only took me about an hour to do the whole thing. I think because I've been using pencils for so long, I've forgotten how quick markers can be. I don't think they're as detailed. You can't get as much sort of detailed blends and flicks and things that you can with pencils, but again, you know, it's something really quick, really fun and simple for you to do, and it's dead effective as well. So yeah, that's the one that I did. So you can see on the other side it's bled all the way through, but I did use some trusty bleed proof paper underneath. The pad that I used, in case you want to know, was this Magic Marker A4 bleed proof sheet pad. You can get this from cultpens.com, or you can use absolutely any paper just to shove underneath and make sure it doesn't bleed through. So this next one is called Roses. No, that's not right. That one was called Roses. This one must be called Daffodils, yes. So the back of the page is the name of the flowers. So we've got Roses and then Daffodils. Then we have, it's annoying because I've got to keep flicking. This is Asters, apparently. Never heard of Asters. Then this is a horizontal one, and it's Sunflowers. So some of these are completely free and floating on the page. Some of them are contained within borders. That one is Hydrangea. Should have known that. I love Hydrangea. This one, I'm not sure. They look like wildflowers. Yes, they are. They're wildflowers. Really like that illustration as well, with on the bike there. This one, no, don't know. Peonies. These are Peonies. So this is almost like a bridal look, and it's the Crown of Roses, this one's called. I really like these very simple chibi books because it's not a great amount of intricacy for you to get your teeth stuck into. It's something very quick, very large open spaces that you can just get coloured, and they look fantastic at the end of it. This one is called Flower Crown for obvious reasons. Then we've got Bottled Roses. What a gorgeous illustration. So full of roses and a magical unicorn as well. Then we have Princess Diamante. And this one must be tulips. Yeah, tulips. We have another little princess in a bottle, and this one is daisies. This little fairy is sat within the flower, and this one's just called Flower Fairy. So that's simple enough. This one is forget-me-nots, so those tiny weeny little flowers, little blue flowers, I believe. The great thing about anime style illustrations as well is they always have such a sense of movement. There's always things going on, and you can really feel the movement within the piece. This is called Flower Dance, so all the petals falling down everywhere. And then I love this flowered skirt. It's called Wisteria. Then we have dahlias and magnolias. Got two little girls on this one. This is called Bouquet, so they're sharing this bouquet. Another horizontal one here. This is called Lavender Tea. That's really sweet actually, with the teapot and the cup. Another one here, which is called Flowering Tea Mermaid. Really, really nice, that one. I can imagine doing a big ocean scene within this teapot. This one's got a load of cluster crystals on it, so it's called Crystallized, and you can see there's fairy wings as well, so she is a little fairy. This one's called Buttercream Flowers, so you can see that she's decorating a cupcake here with some frosting. I'm not going to keep turning it around, but you can see that she's on a swing there, and it's just called The Swing. This one is Bluebells. And this is just a whole page full of flowers, and it says on the back, thank you for colouring. And then you've got your swatch page, as I said. So there we go, it's the latest book from Yampuff. The paper, as you will know, with it being an Amazon printed paper, is not very thick, but it does have a light tooth, and it takes pencils absolutely fine. And of course it takes markers perfectly as well. So I'll be leaving the links in the description for you to get your hands on this latest book. Let me know what you think of it in the comments, and I will see you soon on Colour with Claire.